we're going to learn about inferences. Inferences are like making assumptions about people. So we've been talking about observations also. So we want to make sure that we determine that there is a difference between observations and inferences. If you look right here at this picture, you will see that this is a picture of lightning striking the ground. That's clearly what the label says. There are some observations that we can make about this picture. We can make an observation that the sky is very dark, that the lightning is very bright, that the lightning is actually making contact with the mountain here on the ground. We can make an observation that the city below the mountain has the lights on. So we're pretty sure that it's nighttime here, okay? The sky is dark, the lightning is bright, the town is dark. It's clearly nighttime, okay? So, but there are some inferences that we can make from this picture. So an inference is just using what you know to make some guesses about what you see. So if I was going to make an inference about this picture is I would say that this part of the mountain right here is going to catch on fire and it will start a great big ground fire. I could make a completely different inference and I could say, hey, this is probably lightning. So this is lightning from a great big storm. So there's going to be rain that comes to this location. I could also infer that maybe this is a volcano because when volcanoes create storms, sometimes there's lightning that happens in the sky and that could be a volcanic cloud that is producing some sort of lightning. But that's an assumption that I'm making, okay? So assumptions and guesses are things that we call in science that we call inferences. So our learning target today is I know the difference between an inference and an observation. So an inference is a logical conclusion based on observations and prior knowledge. So what do I know about lightning? I know that lightning comes with rainstorms. That's what I know. What do you know about lightning? I also know that it has a lot of electricity. But I also don't know a lot about lightning. So for example, I don't know if this town is actually harvesting the lightning to make electricity to power the lights. I don't know that, but hey, that would be a really cool inference if I could think, hey, this town is collecting the electricity from the lightning to make the city light up. All right. So I'm not an amazing artist. You might be a great artist, but I'm not amazing. And so instead of actually drawing a picture and making us all feel uncomfortable about what kind of amazing artists we are, I am going to ask you to either use your imagination or you can draw this in here and make sure that you have it. So what I'm going to tell you is that this square right here, in this square, this is a picture of a dog that is dirty and wet. He is sitting on a doorstep of a house with the windows boarded up. So that means that there are no glass windows available because all the windows are boarded up. Okay, the dog is dirty and he's wet. He's sitting on the doorstep of a house. So use your imagination and kind of put that picture in there. These are observations. The dog is dirty. Okay, the dog is wet. He's sitting on a doorstep of a house. So there's a house there with the windows boarded up. So your job today in your notebook is to show me that you know the difference between an inference and an observation. So what I want you to do is make 3 inferences right here about the picture above. So I want you to make a couple of assumptions or guesses or logical conclusions about the picture of the dog that's dirty and wet, that's sitting on a doorstep of a house with windows boarded up. Then I need you to complete this part. I want you to just write 3 observations about the picture above. So if it was an actual picture, you could write observations about that particular picture that's being described. Also, this really is just a square with words in it, and that is an observation. So I would like one of your observations, please, to be qualitative and one to be quantitative, and the rest of it doesn't matter. So just let me know that you know the difference between inferences and observations. Make sure that you write your page number on the bottom of your notebook, and we'll talk about this all together as a class soon.